I think it depends on what you personally believe. I think if you go to different neighborhoods across America, they'll have completely different answers. So I think it has to do with your morals and your upbringing, but basically, right is what you feel good about, and wrong is things you know you shouldn't do.
It's basically just a stigmatic thing. You know, it's your social environment. It's right and wrong. Like she said, it's a neighborhood thing.
I cannot come up with a general definition of how I define what's right or wrong. There are questions of philosophy, for instance, that are beyond my ability by quite a bit, actually.
So how do I define right and wrong? I really think that is a seriously individual question. And, well, I got to think about this quote that I read from Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. What is right and what is wrong? Need we ask anyone to tell us these things? Not knowing, it's okay. It's not really that important to know. You go back to the question of right and wrong and spirituality and morals, and these things happen, golly, from so many doggone influences that it's really up to one's individual responsibility to define that, and more importantly, to live that. Did that make any sense?
Right and wrong. I don't know, but I would have to put some kind of thing in there that said it was subjective, because it really depends on what perspective you're looking at it from. I guess it depends who you are. So I guess the definition of right or wrong in a dictionary would probably never be correct for the whole human race, I suppose.
What has got to do with right and wrong, ultimately, I think, at least in Western culture, comes from the Bible.
How would you define morality?
Well, again, it's a set of rules that are laid down either from tradition or again from ultimately the Bible, I should think.
Okay. And
I mean, we have the Ten Commandments, which are very moral, to say the least.
How do you know what's right and what's wrong? Or how do your friends know?
I don't know. Instinct.
And what's instinct?
What you think? I don't know.
Where did what you think come from?
My brain.
What is good for you and me is right, and what is bad for you or me is wrong. I think it depends on your sense of ethics, which you should have developed by now, assuming you're an adult, which depends, of course, on your background, your family, your readings, your religion in some cases, if you believe that kind of superstition, and your education. So, right and wrong, it depends on your sense of values, which depends on your education, which depends on your background, your reading, your listening.
So it would vary from person to person then?
Yeah, it certainly does, obviously. Because we have a brain and think of our own, you don't have to fall back upon religious superstition ideas or whatever. Someone's going to do it for you, you know. It's obviously that someone is not there. In my book, you know, there's so many obvious examples of where God should have done something if he's there. And he hasn't done anything, so it's obvious to me he's not there. You know, I go to a Unitarian church and the minister prays away, and I ask him, why do you bother? You know that no one's listening. So anyway, Eric Fromm says, you've got a mind, you better use it. That's the only way we're going to save ourselves, is by using our own intelligence.